Once again, back it's the incredible. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Rob Banks and your best pal Baz, and we are here with the Red Cup review. Coming back to you guys live because we took a week off last week. So welcome once again. It's good to have you. As always, check out Official Red Cup Review, The Rebellion on Facebook, and come and join us there. Like and subscribe, and let's get on with the show. Baz, how you doing? It's good to see you.
Pretty damn good. I'm supremely good.
That's good. It's good to hear that you're doing well because
I am Baznatch the Supreme. I've leveled up.
That's cool. Well, you take a week off, you level up. Speaking of leveling up, have you leveled up your collection this week? Any new things in the collection? Any new pre-orders on tap?
I am such a piece of shit. Yes. I've got 3 new fucking things in my collection.
All right, we're going.
Number 1.
There you go. Taking over. Oh, God.
The Batman Who Laughs.
Oh, my
From
God.
DC McFarlane Multiverse. Yo, he's pretty badass, dude.
Didn't you tell me he looks like shit
Come on,
over
look.
the phone?
Does he look like shit? Look at him. No, I didn't. Does he look like shit, though?
You were like, yo, I see the Batman Who Laughs. It looks like shit. I was like, all right, great.
He looks pretty.
He looks good to me.
Do you see him now?
Yeah, I see.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And he has all the articulation that you want or need. He's got the ball joints on the ankles and the wrists. Great sculpt. He comes with 2 weapons. He's pretty damn good, man. I may have judged this line a little too harshly.
Oh boy.
Too quickly.
Oh boy.
And another one from the same line. You have Superman Unchained in his Unchained armor.
I don't understand that figure, but it looks cool.
I believe Jim Lee's run. Well, you have to buy the 12-issue Jim Lee Superman Unchained, written by Jeff Johns to get it. The only thing that pisses me off is that these come with cards, so it gives you like this. See, so it gives you like a little backstory on the back. See the data file?
Yeah.
So on Superman's data file, and you actually see it, he's supposed to have a shield and a fucking battle axe, yet the figure doesn't come with neither. So that's a little disappointing.
That's a bunch of shit.
But he looks dope. Look at the paint apps make it look like
he looks cooler here
metal.
He looks cooler here than I've seen in most of the other pictures online. I'll be honest, because I was like, what's up with Gundam Superman? But whatever, it looks good.
That's a lot of this stuff. Like you see it in pictures, it doesn't doesn't really have the same effect when you see it up close. And this might be like top 5 best Batman figure in my book ever.
Wow.
This is the what you call it,
the
DC
icon?
Essentials.
Oh, Essentials.
Essentials. Batman Nightfall.
You went with another Batman even after the Mezco pickup. That's crazy.
Yeah, you know why? Because check it out. Look how good he goes with the Nightwing. I mean, he's like Nightwing is. It's like the size wise, it's perfect because Batman's supposed to be what, like 6'3", and Nightwing's around like 5'10". So the Nightwing figures a 6-inch. This is a 7-inch. So they look great together. And it has all the articulation you'd want. It has the double jointed elbows, knees, ball joints on the ankles. You got a thigh cut. You even have a ab crunch. He's awesome. The only thing that you probably wouldn't like about him is the plastic cape.
Yeah,
which, I don't really mind, but come on. I mean, look at that.
It does look good, man. I'll be honest. Yeah,
right?
No, it looks so good. Very Neil Adams-ish, Jim Aparo-ish, with the exception of without having the black over the face. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't like that all the time.
So Kyle's not as McDonald's-y as I was worried about.
Yeah. No, but I really like the I remember talking to you and Kyle last time we were on, talking about how a lot of the Iron Man figures look plastic.
Yeah.
And this is what I mean is like when you have these kind of paint apps, it doesn't look plastic. It looks a little bit like metal.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's what I was getting at.
It's all in the paint application too.
Yeah, boy.
So
that's it. That's my damage.
Shit, I mean, that's a pretty big fucking damage. You put anything on pre-order, or you just went, fucking hog wild in person?
Oh shit, I don't know. I might have just
Drunken pre-ordered a bunch of shit
in my sleep. Yeah. Oh my god, I gotta have this. Must have it. And then went back to bed. But
the camera's got you freeze. The camera's got you frozen at this funny face. It's awesome. And you're off the fucking chat again, right? Jesus Christ, Baz. Get your fucking internet together, will you? All right, well, Baz comes back to Earth. He may have to bounce in and out of the chat real quick. We're going to, we're going to take a look at the chat and say, Jay Belk, what's going on, buddy? Edwin Diaz, Trevor McGuire, so glad you could be back with us. The Briscoe, 1234, you're the man. Thanks for joining us. Hello, how are you? Dan Lee, how's it going, buddy? My man, Kyle. Awesome, man. He's probably on like the car ride from work or something, because I can only imagine, he's got to be working right now. And obviously, okay, yes, that's it so far, unless I'm missing somebody. Anyways, and Baz is back. There we go. Okay, you back with us?
Yes.
All right, awesome. Okay, so as far as my pickups, unless you guys have, we took the week off. So last week, Sideshow sent over that Avengers Assemble Hulk statue that I reviewed. So if you guys want to see that, I don't have them on the table no more. I had to actually put them back in the box because there's no more room in this fucking place for them. So I reviewed that. That video's up. That was last week's vid. Great statue. Not pose-wise, not what I would have wanted for the Hulk. I actually had to go searching at other Hulk statues to kind of get an idea of what Hulks are out there. And I saw their original premium format statue, which I thought was really nice, where he's kind of like, he's like hunched over and kind of like walking this way. I thought that was a nicer looking sculpted statue, but that Hulk is pretty dope nonetheless. And he's 1/5 scale, but he displays like a premium format in 1/4 because it's like 23 inches tall. Anyways, that's all I have in my possession. Now, as far as pre-orders go, I did the exact opposite of what Baz did. Baz went and bought a bunch of shit. I went and pre-ordered a bunch of shit. So I pre-ordered a full case of the G.I. Joe Wave 1 Baz. So I'll be getting the full case in, and we're going to take it from there. I know it comes with 2 Snake Eyes, a Destro, the Scarlet, Duke, and something else. That's it, right? That's the 5 figures. So I pre-ordered the whole set there for the G.I. Joes. Those say that they're going to drop in June, but they're not. They're probably going to drop sometime in like Christmas or some shit, because of the whole coronavirus is pretty much just going to delay everything unless they're already at port, which I very highly doubt. We ain't getting.
When do we get a look at Destro?
That's a good question. I don't know. Probably when the factories open back up, if I had to guess. Kyle, buy your extra Snake Eyes off you, no joke. Let me get them in hand first. Let me actually get the shit delivered. What else? So I pre-ordered those. I can't say I'm going all in because they haven't really put them all up yet, but I am starting a bust collection. I spoke to Baz earlier last week about this. I pre-ordered both the Batman and the Joker for the half-scale Batman the Animated Series bust that Diamond Select is doing. I had to do some digging in the crates for the Diamond Select sculpts and statues and what they do and kind of work they do. And I got a lot of positive feedback on those from the people that I actually go to for reviews. So I'm going to be doing the fucking Batman busts, and we're going to see where it goes. I got the Batman and the Joker right now. Harley goes up for pre-order. I'm sure not too long after, but those come out in the summertime too. And of course, they'll be delayed until next year sometime, so it doesn't really fucking matter one way or the other. Other pre-orders. Baz, I'm sure, I don't know if you pre-ordered this, but I know it was both on both of our radars. Mezco has that wonderfully expensive Mr. Freeze figure that dropped a few days ago. Did you pre-order your Mr. Freeze?
Hell no.
Hell no! Hell no. Holy mother of God. All right.
I'm waiting, bro. I'm waiting.
He's waiting. Well, since we're on it.
Till the price comes down.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's pretty much inevitable. But all right, we on the screen share? Yes, we are. So here it is. So are you even interested in this figure?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm a big Mr. Freeze fan.
That's right. Yeah, I remember when we did our Batman episode like a year and a half ago, you had mentioned him in your top 3, I believe, for all-time Bat villains at that point. So You could see right here, he's going to have like 0 articulations in the shoulders practically. Like they'll rotate around, but they ain't going to go out much further than that because they're going to have interference there. He'll have the double knees, obviously. His ankles look like they should have some pretty good ankle articulation because the top boots don't come over the bottom. Excuse me. I think the gun is a little bit much. I think the light up feature is a little bit much, but you guys know how I feel about light up features. And since Kyle is in the chat, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the R&D on the light up feature is only a couple more dollars, and they price jumped like $30 on this thing because of that. Like they were able to kind of like do that, and that kind of, you know, burns me a little bit and kind of pisses me off. I don't know. What do you think, Baz? I know you like him. I know you like the character. Is there something you don't like about it? Something you're looking forward to? Do you mind the light feature in this? What?
I think they nailed him. I mean, they didn't add anything like really new to it, but they nailed what was already there. You know what I mean? Like they did a good representation of him. There's nothing really new about it. I feel.
Do you like the over like kind of walking tank that he's become since the animated series? Well, we're going on 20 something years now, almost 30 years. So I don't know.
I really like the head sculpt. I like it a lot. He looks like a old school German dude.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me a little bit. This is going to sound ridiculous, but it reminds me a little bit of the guy that played J. Jonah Jameson, but in the
I love that guy, J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons, but in the drum movie, in that drumline movie he did, he kind of looks like him here a little bit to me, and I kind of dig that. You know,
there's this show called Counterpart that's on Amazon Prime,
right?
And
Good news. You're already a Prime member.
I know. Shut up, Alexa. I triggered Alexa by saying Amazon Prime. Anyway, so yeah, it's on Amazon Prime, and it's okay. We're good. It's about like
Whiplash. That was the name.
It's kind of like Fringe, where you have like two what you call it, worlds, like Earth 1 and Earth 2 type of thing.
Okay.
And he plays like a government agent, and he meets his opposite from the opposite Earth. Like he comes over to help the other side or something, and so it's a science fiction type like story with J.K. Simmons. 2 J.K. Simmonses in it. It's just It's really good. It's a lot of espionage, a lot of like gunplay, and
what's the name of the show?
Counterpart.
And where's it? Where, like, what channel?
That's Prime, Amazon Prime.
Prime. All right, cool.
What
channel was that?
Visit Amazon.com/Prime.
Do you hear her talking?
Yeah, of course we do.
Amazon. Who is your master?
Electricity.
Oh shit! I got served. All right. So anyway.
So, all right, we got a question here real quick from Jenny. Do either of you own a Captain America by Mezco? I saw one here in Vegas at Rogue Toys, and the face was horrible. I do own the Captain America. It depends on which one you're talking about. I own the modern version, the one without the wings on the head. And yeah, the face sculpt ain't really that great on that. That was one of the earlier Mezcos that they came out with. They could probably like really not. The figure is actually a great figure overall. But as far as the head sculpt goes, I don't know. You probably be able to take the Marvel Legend head and pop it on there. The blues, depending on the color, shades of blue and stuff. But overall, he looks great with the other characters. But compared to the newer Mezcos, you're going back like 3.5 years ago or so. So he's like one of their first releases. I know you don't have him, Baz. You went.
What's up, cuz?
Oh, that's the cuz? That's right, Vegas. I'm fucking.
That's my cousin.
Like shit. What's up, Jen?
I gotta visit this Rogue Toys.
That's cool. It's probably a dope fucking. If you ever go back in there, take pictures of the shop and put it up on the Facebook page. It'd be cool to see like what a Vegas.
Yeah, she's like an Instagram chick too. She loves taking pictures.
Yeah, that'd be
so
cool.
Yeah, take some pictures of the shop.
That'd be pretty dope. All right, so getting back to the freeze. I hope the helmet, the dome is kind of see-through. I know it's like light up, but it's kind of frosted looking, which is
right. Nice picture.
Yeah, that's like finally Mezco's learning how to sell their shit. So that's pretty. I like the handgun more. I don't like the big hunky blaster that he has. It reminds me too much of Schwarzenegger's blaster from the movie. And I like the idea that he has the handgun that reminds me of the animated version. And I kind of really dig that. I think that's awesome. So,
welcome to the Ice Age.
Yeah. One thing I am worried about is that the back being so, because it's electronic, I'm worried about the back being so back heavy that he's not going to be able to stand up on his own. That would piss me off.
What does the stand look like?
The what?
The stand that it comes with it.
Oh, the stand is, I think it looks horrible. We'll get to it.
Really?
Yeah, look, white with blue circle.
What the hell? Boring.
Yeah, mad boring. Their stands always suck. They have like 3 or 4 good stands for their figures. I just go with the stands. I get my stands from Can of Beams. Just the plain acrylic stands I go with because it's just the other ones are just way too big and McClunky.
Well, this is what these are the McFarlane stands. You know, so they're they're smaller, so you could actually like bunch up the figures together.
That's cool. Yeah, definitely. I don't like it when they're just too big and shit. I mean, they look nice when they're on the stands, the Mezcos, but I don't know. Go to get yourself some Can of Beams. And they are not a sponsor of the show. I just dig their shit. So yeah, he looks good. I'm in on him. I went and pre-ordered it. I didn't pre-order it from Mezco though. I pre-ordered mine through the Lair, laironline.net. That's where I got my Mr. Freeze. And the link is up on the page for you guys to either get them from the Lair or you can get them from Entertainment Earth. I put the link up earlier in the week for you guys. All right, moving on. Enough for this fucking Mezco bullshit. I know Kyle said something to the effect that the last 2 Mezcos were like just kind of like geared right towards him with Two-Face and Mr. Freeze. I like that they're doing more bad villains, but we had already seen that Mr. Freeze was coming, so it wasn't much of a surprise. Just nice that they have him. It's funny that Ghost Rider isn't coming out until next year though. They've showed him like 2 years ago, and he doesn't even come out until like next year. It's fucking crazy. What do you guys think? Besides Kyle, is anybody else ordering a Mr. Freeze? What's up, Ass?
Mr. Freeze.
Freeze. Ice to meet you, right? Or like
freeze well.
Oh God, that was the worst. It was so bad, man. It was just so fucking bad.
It was so bad, but then like you like the 66 series, which is freaking worse.
Yeah, and no, because in the 66 series, I feel as though they just did it better. I just thought it was like expected, and just like I didn't expect that after Batman Forever.
That was like an homage. That was an homage to the series, man.
Yeah,
that's how I watched it. It didn't bother me. Because I grew up with the 66 series. So I'm like, oh, okay. Finally, right. Batman and Robin together, working together.
Yeah, but after
when I first saw the first Batman movie, yeah, I know. When I first saw Keaton, it took me a while to get used to Batman being by himself. I'm like, what? Where's Robin?
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it's
what do you think, though? You think he's kind of overpriced at 120, the Freeze?
Of course.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, obviously. He's going to...
What does it, the gun?
I don't understand how you could just do Cable, and Cable is like $100, or Cyclops was $105, and then you're gonna jump another $15, $20 from Mr. Freeze, and it's the same bullshit light up features of these figures. I don't understand that big of a fucking jump. Like I don't know, I can't wrap my brain around it. I'm sure Kyle will come back on the show and smack me once or twice and say, "This is how it works, asshole."
They'll keep raising the prices if people keep paying for it, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever. They got me by the balls when it comes to Batman villains. I can't with the exception of what's his face though. I'll be honest. With the exception of what's his face? Black Mask. I don't give a fuck. I didn't need that figure. Like to me, that was like whatever. Just another 2-pack with another Batman. I didn't need it. So he's not part of my Bat villain essential. Like I want to get all the Bat villains. He's cool Bat villain, but he's not part of the crew. COVID-19 is a big deal. And yep, Baz is right. If they keep paying it, they'll keep charging it. That's it. Damn right. All right. So COVID-19 is a big deal. So just to give everybody a quick update on that, from what I know, you ain't getting shit. As a matter of fact, don't even be surprised if every fucking con is canceled. I heard DC, Baz, pulled out of they put out, as far as I know, they pulled out of all cons going forward until further notice. And a few other companies are starting to pull out of cons too. I know that Cryptozoic pulled out of the con that's in, I think, Texas next week or St. Louis or there's some con going on next week that they pulled out of, that they were going to have an exclusive Batgirl Cryptkin, like that Cryptozoic, the small characters, small bombshells. They were doing like an exclusive gold and black version of Batgirl for that, and they're just shipping them off to people now because they had to pull out because of the coronavirus. So yeah, it's yep, there we go. ECC was postponed, canceled today. There you go. Emerald City Comic-Con canceled.
Oh shit! Wow,
yep, that was it.
Well,
that's exactly what I was talking
everybody
about.
was canceling on them, you know.
Yep, it was in Seattle. It was
in Seattle. Do it, bro. You do it the best.
Con next week, Emerald City Comic-Con was canceled in Seattle. Me and Baz have this inside joke where Joe Montana Sports Talk Football, right? Everybody owned a Genesis, or for those that didn't own a Genesis, there was this game, Joe Montana Sports Talk Football, that was the first game to like have football played in like a semi 3D environment, like straight. As a matter of fact, the original Sports Talk Football was side to side. It wasn't until '94 where they went up and down. Mm-hmm. But for some reason, I guess it was just our copies of Joe Montana Sports Talk Football. Every time we played a game where the demo was on in the beginning of the game, it was always, no matter who was playing who, it was always in Seattle. But the guy's voice was like that computerized in Seattle. That's
so what the fuck? Like that game was just always playing on in the background. We were hanging out.
Yeah, it was always it's the New York versus Cincinnati in Seattle.
That's when we were smoking a lot of herb, right?
Yeah, but it was yeah, it was. But I don't know if I don't think it was the herb, bro. I thoroughly remember that being a thing. So anyways, sorry to hear about.
Every game was in Seattle. It didn't even matter if the teams were
they weren't from Seattle.
The Seattle Seahawks are not
playing in Seattle. So. Oh, Jay Belk, I work in a fulfillment center. My days are probably numbered. Yeah, everything's taking a big fucking hit. If you guys are investing in the stock market, don't fret. The shit's going to bounce back. This is a fucking this isn't the zombie apocalypse. Everyone's going to get the flu, and then everyone's going to get over the fucking flu. That's how this is going to work. As far as just keep yourself safe.
Watch Ebola scarier than this shit?
Yeah, Ebola is much scarier than this. This is like a strong flu. If you get it, get some Theraflu. If you have problems with your lungs, be a little bit more careful than the next guy. Just fucking wash your hands. So although this is going to impact a crazy amount of shit on on the whole world economy, and you can forget about your fucking toys coming anytime soon. I don't know how anybody actually has the Hot Toys Superman Justice League figure, because I still don't have mine. I know I'm not getting the goddamn thing. So whatever. I'm just still waiting for that shit to
Corona.
My Corona.
Oh, shit. He's got it.
Yeah, right.
Every time somebody coughs or sneezes, like people are jumping. They're like,
yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, dude, you know, please. What did I see in Brock? What did I miss? A whole bunch of coughing and coronavirus and Joe Montana Sports Talk football talk and some Mezco shit. I showed up for a job today just to find out the whole building was closed. Apparently 3 towers were closed today. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of that shit. All the schools up by us are closing too, up in the Hudson area of New York. And look, man, if everybody just fucking took care of themselves and washed their hands, everyone would be fine. It's not the end of the world. This isn't going to kill you. The flu sucked. I'm sure everyone's gotten it. Everyone watching has gotten the fucking flu before. This is the flu.
Oh, the flu sucks.
It sucks. No, it sucks. It's totally crippling. Just wash your hands. And if you're sitting at a desk, Purell your desk or hit it with some Lysol before and after you take a shit, after you fucking eat something, before you eat something, wash your hands. You're fine. You'll be fine. And don't hang out people coughing on you and shit. Every time you grab it, just don't touch your face. You know, we're fucking adults here. Just don't touch your face. Put your hands in your mouth. My Superman is supposed to be shipped out 320 last time I checked. CM Brock, that Superman, is that from Sideshow's 320? Because if it is, then mine should be coming in too, and that's good news. Yes, the elderly has to watch out more. People that have like lung issues, smokers that have like, you know, like just fucking be careful out there. You know, like you're all of us have grandparents or had grandparents or elderly mother-in-laws or whatever, and father-in-laws. Just take care of things and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. All right. Yes, CM Brock says yes. 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 So Superman is hopefully on his way. Yes. All right. Awesome. Okay, so enough of the coronavirus. Your shit ain't coming out. We ain't getting fucking San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. But then again, when the San Diego exclusives came out last year, I didn't get my Two-Face shipped to me until this year, earlier this year. So whatever. I'll be waiting 6 months. I'll be waiting 8 months instead. Okay, moving along. We're gonna do.
Hold on. You hear about that stupid rumor about Henry Cavill might be cast as Wolverine in Captain Marvel 2?
Yeah, it's not. It's bullshit. The rumor. It's nonsense.
I knew it was bullshit as soon as I heard it, and then like all these sites are just repeating it, and putting up Photoshop pictures, and oh god, they're so desperate for information.
Yeah, and then that's the reason why the fucking news has us all crazy about the coronavirus and how deadly it is, and how that you had Dr. Drew on the news over here saying, "Stop with your fake news. Stop with the false reporting. Let the CDC take care of this. Shut up. Stop with the clickbait articles. Stop trying to panic people. You can't find Purell, hand sanitizer, butt wipes. You can't find alcohol, any type of alcohol. Lysol sold out everywhere from the city to upstate New York, sold out everywhere. So just relax. You'll be fine. Get yourself a couple of things in case you got to quarantine yourself in the house. You'll be sick for a week with the flu. The flu takes 3 days of sick, 3 days of getting sick, 3 days of hardcore sickness, and 3 days to get over it. You'll be sick for 9 days. You'll be fine. I know.
I don't want the fucking flu though.
No, I don't want it either. Whatever. Last time I had the flu, I was sick for 2 days. I was fine after 2 days. We'll be all right. All right.
It was the worst.
It is the worst. It is. It hurts you in your bones. All right. New sideshow releases. I'm going to look at the shit that really piques my interest. Not necessarily stuff that I'm buying, though.
Is that Betty Page?
Yes, we're going to look at Betty Page in a second. Sentinel number 2 Deluxe 1350 statue because it's just massive. The first edition was 1700 because it was much bigger. This edition comes with Juggernaut, Gambit, Magneto, and the Sentinel. Let's get some close-ups of this fella right here. I think this looks great. If you're into like 110 scale stuff, yeah, that's a really dope fucking statue. That's like really fucking dope. And Magneto looks great. Love how they were able to make him look like he's floating. It almost looks like he's controlling the Sentinel too.
I've never seen Juggernaut fight a Sentinel. You?
I don't think so. Actually, I'm sure he has. He must have.
He would beat the shit out of a Sentinel, right? I would love to see that.
Well, Colossus kind of beats the shit out of him, so I think he would have a field day with them. I love the.
I don't know. Colossus is kind of like on the level of the Thing, like he's strong, but not like Hulk strong.
No, yeah, I mean, Juggernaut is in a whole nother. It's a whole nother power.
He's next level.
It looks good. I love the X-Men Smash thing. Gambit looks great. I like the fact they're getting such high detail and such small statues. These are only 110 scale, so they're pretty fucking small. And they got really good detail in it. So, and this is big, man.
Iron Studios is the shit, man. I really like their stuff. I
like how they came out of nowhere with these 1/10 scale statues. At least to me, that looked like they came out of nowhere, and they just been really not. There's no close on Magneto. I'm trying to keep cycling through this stuff to get a close up of Magneto. I guess we're not getting it, so whatever. But there you go, 1350 on that. It's pretty dope. If you're an X-Men guy, I feel bad for you. I think that like you wouldn't need anything else. Though,
that's expensive shit.
And that's just one part. There's 3 parts to the statue. The first part was 1700. That's 1350, and the next one's going to be another 1700. That's crazy. But then again, I look at my Hot Toys collection, and I'm like, yeah, I got more than that invested in all these statues and Hot Toys. So I don't know.
But it's in multiple things. It's spread out, So
yeah. Well, I mean, dude, if you had all 3 of those pieces, it's going to take up like the size of a coffee table at least. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, that's it. You're all in on X-Men then. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. I've got an Iron Studios Black Panther, and it's a prized piece in my collection. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, we'd like to see it next time you come on. You got to show it off. That's awesome. It'd be nice to see somebody I know touch and show and be like, hey, this is what the Iron Studio stuff looks like. Let's see. Moving along. This just dropped again, so you got a reissue Death Trooper. They slapped the Mandalorian tag on it and reissued the Death Trooper. So I guess for people like PJ, Paradox Nerd, who just love this and didn't get it the first time and want to army build with troopers, that's cool to me. I don't know. Baz, what do you think of the design of the Death Trooper in general? I'm not really that big of a fan of it.
I love them. I mean, the Death Trooper and the Shore Troopers are two of my favorite new Stormtrooper designs.
The Shore Trooper I do like it. I don't know. I kind of like you know what? I mean, I'll take that back. I don't not like it. I'm just like, I'm kind of weird about them having like a Stormtrooper for this and a Stormtrooper for that. Like, I get the different environments, but like, I don't know, the Death Troopers, like, what are they better fighters? Like, what makes them so?
They're more elite. They're just they could actually shoot
like
shoot
the special
things.
forces. Are they like
they don't miss.
They're like the SWAT team that the Stormtroopers call in, kind of.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
then the experts, so they call up these guys. That's kind of cool. Then, all right, I guess you're changing my mind on it. I wouldn't buy the hot toy of it though. I got one regular Empire Stormtrooper from the Empire, not from Empire Strikes Back, but the Return of the Jedi Stormtrooper hot toy, and I'm good. I don't need multiple troopers in my collection.
But it would be hard for me not to buy two. I've seen on PJ's page people talking about buying 6 or 8 of them.
That's bananas, dude. That's just good for them. To me, that's crazy just for space reasons. If you're gonna set up a diorama though, and you want like 4 of them, and you were gonna be like, I'm going all in on the Mandalorian, and I'm gonna take like a nice like the corner of my room and do like a Mandalorian kind of like diorama and have 4 of them. That's cool. But to just have 4 of them in a DTOF is kind of like, I don't know. To me, that just seems a little redundant. Let's see. Death Troopers were this fucking guy's like, he's like, man tonight. Death Troopers were an elite variant of the Galactic Empire Stormtroopers designed for stealth, espionage, and lethality. Nice. Okay, well, hey, listen, I stand corrected. So he came out.
So they're kind of like, what is that? Remember Mass Effect, the Spectres?
Yeah, okay, they're like Spectre Stormtroopers. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, makes sense. It's kind of cool. I'd like to see them like a Jedi go up against a few of them and like have them like kind of beat his ass a little, but have him like the Jedi maybe overall win, but still like show like how they can like actually fuck somebody up, or maybe go hand to hand with the Mandalorian in the next season where he's actually has to like fight his way out of a situation as opposed to blasting his way out to show like how they could like kind of go toe to toe with other bounty hunters and shit. That would be pretty cool. Speaking of which, the principal photography wrapped up today of season 2 of Mando. So that's coming. That's coming down the first. All right, Prestige Edition.
Ooh.
Batman with different colors. I like the colors. I'm not gonna hate. I really like the way this looks, but I just think it's again more redundancy. But it does look awesome.
He does look good. Yeah, that's Arkham, right?
Yeah, it's the Arkham Batman.
That reminds me of like the Sonar Batman suit from Forever a little bit.
Yeah, definitely does. I think the problem I have initially when I see these things, these different variations on Batman, they remind me too much of what Kenner used to do. Remember when Kenner had with the 89 and the 92 Batman movie where it was like Batman in his snowsuit, Batman in his camo Batman, and that, this, that, and the third. I feel like that's what they're doing with these things. And that kind of bothers me a little bit because to me it seems like it like lessens the brand in a way, but at the same time it looks really dynamite. Any bat suit, I gotta be honest, that you actually see the bat symbol itself, it makes me give a thumbs up because I don't like these all black Batman suits where you don't see the symbol. I feel like the villains need to see the symbol coming at them out of the darkness. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was always a fan of the oval, the yellow oval. Or at least the gray and black, like the gray suit with the black bat.
Oh wow! Kyle says that's his favorite bat suit, the Sonar suit. So are you a fan of Forever? Because I like Forever, Batman Forever.
No, I think that he meant he got the standard Arkham Knight Batman hot toy as his favorite.
Okay, so this is the Arkham. All right,
but like the standard version of this. What's up?
I actually managed to stream.
Oh, cool. All right.
Like and subscribe. Quick review. Leave a like for the stream.
Love this boy. He's awesome.
Leave
Get
like
back to him. Keep talking. Keep talking. Shut up!
Don't say that to an 8-year-old.
So
It's like a bit like our audience they love when we argue with you.
Yeah. They're like, oh shit, he's back,
Oh yeah, I would like to see an older person argue with an 8-year-old. Have fun.
Though I do think all the Schumacher bat suits get unnecessary flack. Yeah, the Schumacher bat suits are awesome, with the exception of the bat nipples. Yeah, he has bat nipples.
Are you worried about the coronavirus?
What?
Stop.
Are you
Stop.
worried about the coronavirus?
Stop. Would you stop? Stop.
You-
Adult in the room. Stop. Don't.
Are you?
We don't need this right now.
I am kind of.
So what do you think? Come on, give me your thoughts, man. You're friggin' way too quiet.
That's pretty damn dope. I like it. How much is it?
Oh, it's actually not that bad. It's actually not that bad. Well, $251.
Sounds like he's from like.
All things considered, it's not that bad. Let me see if they have a picture with all his gadgetry and stuff he comes with, or they did not do that this time. Here it is. All right, so you got the two switch out face plates. I love how they give up close pictures of the actual outfit, like you're actually getting that. Multiple hands. Let's see. What do we get here? We get the zip line, 2 batarangs, his gun, his like the thing that shoots the grenade, the grenade thing from the game. You get a lot of stuff, man. You got a lot of accessories. So, and it looks like some of them attached to his belt. They don't attach to his belt. It'd be nice if they did attach to his belt. But he looks good. I don't know. He looks good. I don't like the color scheme with the gold, but it does look really dope. So it is what it is. Pretty reasonable. And the cape is wired. Yeah, word. There's a rumor that I heard that Batgirl from the game is being made, but it's going to be a Japan exclusive. That's stupid if it is. That's really stupid if they do that, because I think that she's actually way more wanted than this. As a matter of fact, I think you might. I don't know if you're onto something, but the wires might be getting crossed here, Mr. Brock. And on the corner of this picture, it says Hot Toys exclusive also. So I think what you're referring to is that picture that has Two-Face. It has this figure. It has Batgirl, and it has another character, and it's like a Batman. Like it almost seems like it's like four figures going up that are like Hot Toy exclusive Japan looking things, and they what you call it. I think that she's going to be released also. I don't know why they didn't put her up for pre-order yet, but I know that she's highly sought. Like a lot of people are like, where the hell is Batgirl? Where's Batgirl? Especially when this came out, people were like, hey, where the hell is it? Well, she's coming.
They showed pictures of her, right?
Yeah, she's definitely coming. She's in this wasn't like, hey, she might come. This was like in one of their very recent Hot Toys posts of, we're doing a con and here are our exclusive figures. And it was like this figure. It was the Two-Face that I just picked up from the Dark Knight, and the Batgirl, and there's another figure. I forgot what it was. What's up?
You hear the meme? I found it out just yesterday or today. It's from Battlefront 2. There's a thing you could do where Darth Maul or one of the Sith could like do this and start yelling, and he says it in such a weird way. He says, "Get away!" But he says it in like such a weird voice.
The hell are you talking about?
The fuck is he talking about?
No, one of the Darth Maul, one of his things you can add on him. He does this in Battlefront 2. He just does this,
Right?
And he starts yelling, "Get away!" But he says it in such a weird way.
Right. Okay.
I watched someone just say it for like 10 hours straight. Just
Miles Morales dropped this figure. I think speaking of accessories, you're talking about an insane amount of stuff that this figure comes with, and this almost makes me angry that not all of our hot toys come packed full of goodies the way this does. I think the head sculpt is bang on. I think it looks like it came right out of the cartoon. I think it looks great. It almost looks like two different characters, like two completely different figures. Rather, come on, man. Let me focus. He does not come with 2 bodies, though. I seen, I think Kevin Moore, he's on our Facebook page. He comes in and out of the chat once in a while, was complaining that why the hell didn't they give us 2 bodies? And I was like, look, man, he's 200 and what is he? 270, 267. So for another $30, you get yourself one of those bodies, like a Fission body or whatever, and you have yourself your $300 deluxe 2-figure set with him in his regular clothes and him and his outfit. I think it looks great.
Yeah, that was such a good movie.
Yeah, it was. It was really, really awesome. And I guess like a lot of people are like, oh, give us the rest, give us the rest. I don't think we're getting anything else. I think maybe you might get Spider-Gwen, but you're not getting all the other characters. This is cool. I love the fact that he comes with this backdrop too. That's really awesome. I like things like that, like the crazy looking backdrops. Makes for a really dope display. So let's see. He looks like
I might get that Peter B. Parker Mafex 6-inch figure.
Yeah, that's cool. I see.
He comes with the
coffee and stuff.
The coffee and the coat and everything, soft good coat.
Yo, man, this looks dynamite. Guys in the chat, what do you think? Miles Morales, thumbs up, thumbs down, left, right. He's got a bunch of stuff, man. Look at this.
CM Brock still hasn't seen it, dude. What? Isn't it on Netflix now?
Yeah,
it's
man. Yo, Brock, you gotta see it, bro. Like, just as a matter of fact, leave the stream and go and watch it. That's much more entertaining than this crap. Yeah, Kyle, the Grail piece for him. He says must have. Dark on in. Oh, hey, what's up, buddy? Shout outs to you. I got a cherry pick when it comes to Hot Toys. Can't afford to collect them on a regular basis. So far, I have Christopher Reeve, Superman, and Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man Mark IV. And you can pretty much stop collecting Hot Toys after that. All you need is a Batman, and you're done. Get like one of the Keaton Batmans, and it's over. It's a wrap. Because no, SmackDown starts in 20 minutes. Not even 15 minutes. Yes.
Is he pressuring you yet?
No, it's like, oh, like video games. I'm like, no games. Rob Swallow, he likes it. What's up, Rob? Gonna stick with Mafex figures for the Spider-Verse. Very cool. Hopefully we get Spider-Gwen and Peter. Did they give him genuine Nikes? No, they did not. Everyone's complaining. That's something that's just so silly to me. Everyone was complaining like, oh, he doesn't have real Nikes. It's like, come on, guys. Like,
he doesn't have real Nike. Are you serious?
That's the make or break on the figure. I mean, come on. Like, he's like, because he doesn't have a check on the side of the sneaker. I don't know. I guess it's like people.
Wouldn't they have to get the license to do that anyway?
Yeah, of course they would, and that would be another thing for them to pay for. And so,
people are weird, man. People are freaking weird.
Well, they want their shit to be accurate, man. You know, I saw one person said,
"Whatever, man, whatever."
So one person was like, "Yo, I'm not buying this. There's no Nike. It's not accurate. I'm not buying it. Whatever it is, what it is." I think he looks dope. You know, you're getting 2.
Was he wearing Nikes in the movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure. You know.
Yes, he does.
It's great. All of a sudden, is an expert in Nike apparel, ladies and gentlemen.
Actually,
is he?
No.
I watched clips of the movie. He wears Nikes.
Wow. Okay.
Crazy. How do you feel about Nikes?
They're
It doesn't matter how you feel about Nikes.
That's what everyone says.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jordans, not Nikes. Jordans. Doy.
Okay,
there we go. They were Jordans. They were Jordans. Not
Doy.
Nikes.
You're a doy, Rob.
Yeah, whatever.
You're
I don't give a fuck.
doy.
All right? You think I give a
Doy.
shit? All right. My brain's on running a goddamn show here. I brain fart every once in a while.
Fucking doy.
All right. Enough of this shit. We have news to get to in 15 minutes to wrap this fucking stupid show up. All right, Baz, you got news. We want to hear your news.
Hold on. Did you see Amanda's appearance on the DC show?
No, I didn't, because when I went to go watch it, I couldn't watch it on my phone. I couldn't watch it. I was like, why can't I watch this? I think it's like it didn't let me watch it for some reason. Did you see it?
No, not yet. No.
Yes, you might actually only be able to watch it on the I think you're only able to watch it on the DC app.
Oh, really? Yeah, I did. I didn't re-up on that. My subscription ran out.
Yeah, so it's like I don't even have that. Kyle, I did. Awesome, Kyle. Where can I see it? So I can go watch it myself. And Sweens is in the chat with us, Baz. What's up? What's up? Oddity in the house.
Sweens, what's up?
Everybody, go and check out Oddity on Indiegogo, I believe, right? Or Kickstarter. I think it's Indiegogo. Oddity comic.
Sweens, man. Is there any heat between you and EBS? I've heard something about something's going on. because of the card he's supposed to draw for you or something. Is that true?
So
Is it like there's heat between you guys?
between him and who?
Anyway, Ethan Van Sciver.
Oh, I had that's yeah. No, I don't even want to address that on the show, man. I had heard what that was about. I don't even know if it has anything to do with Sweens, and I was like, that's ridiculous.
Oh, you heard something too?
Yeah, no, he said, oh no, they're doing a jam cover, so it wasn't him. Indiegogo.
Oh, so they're
yeah,
cool. Okay,
yeah, they're cool. Oh, Heat, all love, brother. There you go. Oh, so it wasn't
awesome,
him.
good.
Good news. Good news. All good news. Yay. Kumbaya. All right. Let's get on with it. Yes, it's Bane. All right. Baz, news of the week. Let's go. Bulldog us through some of this because we have some other stuff to look at.
News of the week.
Come on, you got a pen and pad there.
Logan, what's it called? Hugh Jackman put up a picture of him as Logan, thanking everybody. It was like what, the 3-year anniversary of the movie Logan.
Okay.
So he was commemorating that. And what did you think about Logan?
It was a good movie. Just not for me. I saw it once. Don't ever need to see it again. I can't hate on it though, because it was excellent. Well done. One part of it that I hated was when he fought himself. I thought that was really bad. I thought that was like really, really bad. But it was good. It was great acting. Not my Wolverine. Too depressing. Very, very depressing. Not something that I'm kind of really see. Like with the Joker movie, I was waiting for that. I was like ready for that. And with this movie, I wasn't ready for like super adult Wolverine, dark westerny kind of story. So I don't know. Give me like another couple of years to grow up a little bit mentally, and I'll watch it again and probably love it.
Yeah, to me, it was just the relationships in the movie was so fucking real, man. There's a scene where Wolverine basically becomes Professor X's caretaker, provider. He's helping him survive. And there's one scene where Professor X is like bedridden, and he's telling Logan, he's like, I took you in, I gave you a family, and he's like, you're such a disappointment, and like you see the look on like Wolverine's on his face and in his eyes, and he's like, that cut him to the bone. It hurt him so much, and here he is, keeping Charles alive. And then later on, you find out what Charles did. He killed all the X-Men by accident by having a seizure. Remember?
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and it's like it's just like it reminded me of like sometimes you take a lot of verbal abuse from the ones that you love, the ones that you're taking care of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you have to just soak it up, and then like Wolverine took it and he moved on and just did what he had to do, and that was just like such a manly thing. And that's why I say like it's a good movie to like teach people, teach young boys how to be men. Like we have to sometimes take a lot of shit and just power through and take care of our responsibilities and do what we have to do, and sometimes our loved ones are gonna, say horrible things to us, and we just have to sometimes take it like a fucking man.
A little bit,
just,
so that, where it's coming from, it could be misplaced judgment or whatever. It could be senileness. It could be anything, and you just kind of do your job to give back what you would think that they gave you to guys like this is like your now it's my job to take care of you. Like the father becomes the son, kind of.
Exactly. And then when he buries Professor X in the movie, you see, he drops. He falls out from exhaustion.
Yeah.
You remember that? Like he friggin' finally buried him. He stood there with the shovel and just passed out.
Yeah.
Because if you see throughout the whole movie, he's nonstop moving. Yeah. Action. He's always taking care of Professor X, working, doing this, doing that, doing that. When he finally buried Charles, he just passed out from exhaustion.
That's crazy.
It's a serious movie. It's a dark, serious, well done friggin' movie, and it had some of the most brutal friggin' Wolverine action ever put to film with him using his claws. I mean, I felt in the earlier X-Men movies it was always PG.
Oh, of course it was. Yeah.
And I love it. It's in my top 5. To me, it's like the Dark Knight of X-Men films. So
here we go. CM Brock, right? I don't like how they made Professor X with Alzheimer's. It was a little too real for me. That's kind of like where it was too for me too. I was watching it going like, I feel a little uncomfortable about this. I don't know if I want this much realism in my superheroes like that. I want to feel uplifted watching the X-Men, and I would watch that and when I never want to be any of these characters.
But I mean, come on! Like I got back into comic books because of like the darker stuff, the more literary, serious stuff. Like you also have your Power Rangers type superhero movies.
No, totally. Well, that's just it. That's where I kind of double speak myself. I speak from both sides of my mouth on that because I do like stuff like the Joker and the darker stuff and all that. And I'm like, oh, dark and serious. And then when I get too dark and serious, I'm like, oh, I just want to see the heroes punch the villains sometimes too. So I kind of like.
Let's have balance. Let's have both. I mean, there's enough room for both.
What else you got in news?
All right, you got to screen share this one. This one's gonna piss you off. You're gonna love it. Okay. Here we go. Trump was part of director Kathy Ann's sizzle reel pitch.
What?
When she pitched the movie to WB.
Okay.
He was a part of the sizzle reel, like her presentation of what this movie's going to be about. It says here on CBR.com, according to the New Yorker, Yan created her sizzle reel using video clips that exhibited misogynistic behavior, with a remix of the song "Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend" played in the background, like scenes from Bachelor Proposals, the De Beers Diamond commercial, Kim Kardashian's vampire facial, Fox anchors talking about women, Trump saying grab him by the pussy, stuff that might make a girl want to smash the patriarchy, Jan said of the clip she included in the reel. After I showed the video, there was just silence. So there you go. And this director... This director, by the way, had one other movie to her credit. So this is a very politically motivated movie, obviously made by or made to appeal to feminists.
Whatever. And, I didn't go see it, and I don't give a fuck.
Most people didn't go see it, actually.
Like I don't, a lot of people on this message boards are loving this, like saying it's the best DC movie, dude. Like a lot of people I'm seeing. And I'm just like, whatever. The coming attractions made me not want to see it. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what her agenda is. It's not for me. So I didn't go, as Kyle likes to say, it's not for you, Rob. So I don't give a shit.
Meanwhile, Wonder Woman was for everybody and everyone loves Wonder Woman.
It's fine. It was great. So
the thing is, let's face it. Look, superhero comics. They used to openly in the media always call them male power fantasies. This is a male dominated genre. Now, to come in and to be antagonistic towards your main demographic makes no fucking sense.
Because it's not for you anymore, right?
Anymore. But the thing is that it still is. So they're trying to create a fandom, a female part of the fandom. I mean, just let it happen naturally. But they're being antagonistic.
Actually,
huh?
Kyle liked it.
It's fine.
Amen.
You can like it, but I don't like it. That's me. That's my opinion. And obviously, there's a lot of assholes like me. I'm not an asshole, but you're an asshole.
No, you don't have to be an asshole. It's just like, look, man, I just said how Logan wasn't necessarily for me, and it had nothing to do one way or the other, and it was a great movie. I saw it, and I can objectively say that was a very good movie. I don't need to ever see it again. Maybe I do need to see it again because maybe my opinion will have changed, maybe with a little bit more maturity, or maybe looking at it through a different lens.
Right.
Kyle says he also likes to be more like Kevin Smith. Yeah, be thankful we live in a world where Harley Quinn movie isn't great. Be thankful we live in a world where a Harley Quinn movie isn't great. Yeah, no, I get you. I totally get that. Light the
Oh yeah,
don't
dude.
curse the
I mean,
darkness. I preach that shit all the time. I
the
get
shit, the shit that we used to have to watch when we were kids, man. You know, I mean, did
unbelievable,
you
right?
ever see that Captain America on the motorcycle in the
Of course I
70s?
did with the stupid helmet, the big fucking head.
Yeah,
He looked like he was from Spaceballs with a blue head.
this is the stuff I had to to deal with. So I love everything. I love most stuff. But
Mhm.
what I'm saying is like I hate like they put out these movies and they're like, oh, this is a feminist film. Oh, this is and then it's not good. And then they'll say you didn't like it because you're a misogynist or
Well,
you don't like
that's the
women and
problem
all
I
that.
have.
Yeah,
I don't like that this is a feminist film because I don't want to see a male chauvinist film. You know what I'm saying? Like I
yeah.
don't want to see either or. I just want to see something with no agenda. If it happens to be empowering for women, i.e., Wonder Woman, I'm sure Black Widow's not going to have that feminist bullshit, and it doesn't look like it does. And that's the
And
difference.
I fucking look. I love Black Widow and Scarlett Johansson. I'm gonna be there opening fucking night.
Yeah, like
You know what I mean?
my most anticipated TV show is WandaVision because I just love the direction they're going with. It has nothing
Yeah.
to do with women. I like the way that looks more. Like whatever. But I'll tell you what though, the pendulum swings wide in this world. We wouldn't have Batman Begins and the Dark Knight Nolan trilogy if it wasn't for Batman and Robin and Batman Forever.
Mhm.
You know,
True.
so you kind of have we go through these periods where like I know a lot of people don't like the new Star Wars movies. I like the new Star Wars movies.
Mhm.
I'm like the Kevin Smith in the Star Wars world. I'm kind of eating it all up as long as it's not like the prequels. However, you wouldn't have the Mandalorian, or you wouldn't like Baz. You like the Rise of Skywalker, but you didn't like the Last Jedi. You wouldn't have the Rise of Skywalker if you didn't have the Last Jedi. Is you should in a perfect world we should have everything should just be great. We would love everything to be great. But the pendulum does swings, and we do have to kind of realize that maybe with this type of a Harley Quinn movie, someone's going to come along and go, no, 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 no. We're going to reboot it, and we're going to have like show you her as Dr. Quinzel and how she turns into Harley Quinn. You know, my biggest problem with that movie originally, just by looking at it, is I don't give a fuck about Harley Quinn because I don't know this version of the character. I can't be invested in a movie about a character that I haven't seen. I don't care about the comic. The comics are different because the characters in the movie are obviously different versions than the characters in the comic. Okay, so people like tell me when I was like, oh, fuck that stupid Harley Quinn movie that I didn't see, right? And they were like, oh, but you know her backstory from the comics. You already know that already. And I'm like, no, I don't, because apparently Huntress isn't Huntress from the comics. And the girl that's supposed to be Cassandra Cain is not Cassandra Cain in the slightest. So this isn't comic book related. So you have to immerse me in this world first. I need to see the Joker abuse Harley Quinn to the point where I'm like, fuck this guy. She needs to get away from him. And then when she does emancipate herself, I can get behind her and say, yeah, good for her. She's leaving this crazy asshole. Yeah, and then
it's like you can't just be told it.
Yeah,
and feel for her. You have to see what she went through.
And then I'll be right behind her, waving her fucking feminist flag, going, yes, emancipate yourself from that dick. But show me that. Show me it first. I can't be invested in something and just be told I'm supposed to like it because of whatever, X, Y, and Z. So,
I remember even telling you, like, before the movie came out, I was like, you know what, I'm going to give it a chance. You know, maybe, you know, it's going to be quality enough that I could overlook the changes that they made. Maybe I'll even learn to like the changes because it's such a good movie.
Right.
And it was fucking drab as fuck. And then I was like, you know what? They should have just fucking did it a faithful adaptation. You know, especially with Birds of Prey. I mean, we should have started with Oracle.
Guys, we love the girl DC characters. Our favorite character is Zatanna. Yeah. We fucking love Huntress. We love Batgirl. Harley Quinn's okay. See, I only like Harley when she's with Joker, not because he's beating the shit out of her. That's ridiculous. I just like her as a villain. I like my villains to sometimes just be villainous and stop with this anti-hero bullshit. But I like a lot of female DC heroes in particular. I almost like more DC female heroes than I like the male heroes, but show me them being, don't force it in this weird feminist agenda way. Show me them being fucking cool and kicking ass and let me get behind them like they did in the CW show. I had no problem when any of the characters, the Black Canaries on the CW shows are fine. They're great. I loved Huntress on that show. She was fine. She was great. Like, I don't know, whatever. Anyways, Baz, here's the new Mad Max Batman mobile. Mad Max mobile. Mad Max Batmobile. What do you think, and what does everybody in the chat think of the, well, we know what Rob Swallow thinks, he already wrote it, of the Batman's new Dodge Challenger?
Yeah, he had a similar looking car in the comics in the 70s. Have you seen have you seen that?
Yeah, when he first met Jason Todd and he robbed the tire, right? When he jacked the Batmobile. That was actually my least favorite Batmobile. I don't like the idea of Batman riding around in a Corvette with a Batman face painted on the front of it. I thought that was kind of stupid. I just think
this is early on, though. This is supposed to be year 2.
No, this is a lot different. This is like a muscle car. I'm kind of down with this. And when I first saw this, just like when I first saw the Robert Pattinson suit, I was kind of like, what are they doing? Then I was like, wait, it's year 2. Then I was like, oh, it's too Mad Maxy. Then I was looking at it and I was kind of getting into the idea, like, he probably souped this up. He's probably got a jet engine and a fucking muscle car. You know, like it's like growing on me slowly. Like I could see this eventually morphing into something more grand, you know, as far as like what you would think in a Batmobile. I think that I like that it's not a tank. I'm done with the Batmobile as a tank thing. I like that they go more realistic with certain things, but again, I like my heroes being heroes, and I'm kind of still pining back for the days where our DC characters can just be superhero-y like they did in Shazam. Like it was just a superhero-y type movie. Like I want to almost see Batman like in Batman vs Superman, where it looked like a Batmobile. I mean, it looked like a fucking transforming alien mobile practically, but it still looked more like it reminded me of something that like who's the guy that Simon Beasley like designed that Batmobile or something. Like it kind of reminded me of this futuristic-y type crazy type thing that I think Batman's Batmobile should embody, that not just be a souped up car. But it's growing on me, and I can't have a problem with it because it was from the comic. They did have that going on in the comics for a while. So
screen share I did a image search of a Batmobile. This was from 1987. It says here.
Yeah, that's yeah, exactly. It's like a coupe. To me, that just doesn't scream Batmobile to me. I don't know. It's like I like that's there's a reason why it's my, like, even the one down here in the bottom out of these, right? Okay, we're looking at the right side of the screen, right? The one that's on the left side of the right side of the screen. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, at least that looks more Batmobile-ish to me. Like all the bottom ones do. Like with the exception of the one on the far right. That one's a little, I don't like that there's no canopy to it. Or is that that's the Superpowers mobile. I don't know. Like, yeah, even those, like I'm looking closer, they look like Corvettes. I don't know, man. I kind of like, I want the Batmobile to look more unique rather than just a regular car painted in blue and black. You know, I want it to be a little bit more different. And I think that the back of this, let me go back to this real quick and show you guys the back, which you guys have already seen. Like the back is dope. The back kind of sells me on it because it does have a little bit of the fins thing going on with the monster engine in the back there. I think that's kind of
cool. The back looks really cool.
Like the back.
You know, when I saw this, you know what I started to think? I started to think that they're actually, they might tie in this Batman into the Joker. It's a possibility because it looks like they're going for like the super realistic style.
Right, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, I can't see them tying it into the Joker movie because he's going to be how old by the time, unless this Batman movie takes place in the 80s and we don't know about it, or like not the 80s, like the early 90s.
Well, you saw Bruce Wayne. What you call it? The Joker interacted with a young Bruce Wayne in the Joker.
So he would have to be.
And how old was he there?
He was 8. So or 10. Because you could stretch it and say he was 10. So you would have to fast forward the time stream 18 years roughly, or maybe a 26, 27-year-old Batman. So 17 years. That's still a long way off from a 35-year-old Joker. He would be almost 52 by the time Batman comes around. Then I don't know.
Shit, well,
it's still kind of old. I like the Joker movie being. You know what? I don't give a fuck. Just give me something good. Of course, they're opening the show with that. They're opening the show with a moment of bliss with the NWO on wrestling right now. The NWO was on the moment of bliss. That's Alexa Bliss's like.
Oh, okay. Who from the NWO was there?
Nash, Hall, and Waltman. X-Pac.
Xbox. Oh shit! Oh my god.
So,
That was
all
awesome.
right. So yeah, I kind of think it's pretty cool. Yes, Kyle, I'm gonna read White Knight. I'm thinking of what I'm reading currently. I've been in the middle of reading Earth X, for the second time because I read it like over 10 years ago. But I've been in the middle of reading Earth X. I put that down, and I just started rereading Sleeper. Baz, I'm done with the first trade.
Really?
I got like 3 pages left in the first trade. So yeah, I'm doing a reread of Sleeper. I needed some.
Don't you wish they started making movies out of the Wildstorm stuff?
Yeah, that would be really cool. I'll tell you one thing I would really want. There's like a new team over at Sideshow with there's like this dude and the girl Buffy. Buffy is the girl. That's not her real name, but it's Buffy and some guy. I keep forgetting his name. And the guy put up, like, they're running all the social media channels now, and he wrote something like, what would be like your favorite book, like what would be like your dream comic book written by your dream writer and artist, and what would like the synopsis be? Like, what would be like your dream comic book thing or something? And I wrote, I would really, really want an Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips Batman noir style comic done in like the 1930s, like with Prohibition as the backdrop, and give me like an Elseworlds title where like it's the 1930s Batman and all the villains are like mobsters and shit. You know, with the two of them, with him writing and Phillips on the art, it would be fucking crazy, son. So that was, Paul. There you go. Paul's his name, says Kyle. Paul, yeah. So Paul wrote that, and that was what I wrote, and I thought that would be great. If that's supposed to be the new OG Batmobile, then I can did it. Maybe it'll evolve in the film. Yeah, I don't think it's going to evolve over the course of the first film, but it is a trilogy, so you'll probably see a different thing. I like a more comic booky looking car than a real looking car. Yeah, you know, me and CM Brock looks like we got to go out for beers one day, pal. And that's it. That's all I got. I know. And fucking Joseph just rolled up. What's up, Joe? He's like, better late than never. Love the show. Yes, we love you too. But once again, it's 8:00 and my son is pining for me to go watch wrestling with him. Are there any other news you want to rattle off real quick, Baz?
Nah, not really.
Nah,
it's pretty good.
Yeah. let's send this son of a bitch home. All right.
Well, real quick, did you hear about that Wolverine and Cyclops and Jean Grey may be in a polyamorous threesome relationship?
What?
Exactly. That's what I was going to end it with, but I don't know if you want to get into that.
I'm not doing that now.
Just know that that's possibly happening.
I know Wolverine, because everyone needs to see Wolverine and Cyclops fucking now. Okay. All right. Great. Whatever.
Yeah.
I know. The 5 people on Earth that want to see that stupid shit. Whatever. Anyways.
The 5 people on
Earth. Look, when Wolverine was banging Jean Grey during the comic, the Ultimates, it was good because it was well written and it made sense. Look, man, Cyclops is my favorite X-Men. I want to continue to can this straight cis male actually have somebody he could look up to? Okay, I fucking love Cyclops. All right, let me have
another 2 years, man.
Nobody else
talking about making Spider-Man bi.
Like, look, okay, listen, man, whatever. If that's what they're going to do, that's what the fuck they're going to do. I get it. And there's nothing I can do about it. And once again, Kyle, we know it ain't for me, blah, 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 whatever. Bullshit. No one likes fucking Cyclops. I like fucking Cyclops. Okay. Oh my God. Anyways.
Hold on real quick. Supposedly they have like they're living on the moon. They have a place on the moon, right? And Jean's quarters is like in the middle, right?
On the moon?
They have a base on the moon.
Oh.
So Jean's quarters is in the middle, right? And then you have Wolverine and Cyclops' quarters on the side of her. And there's a they each lead out like they have access to Jean's room.
Right, okay. All right, so if this is okay, so it's one of two things. Either Wolverine and
boomer.
Maybe they're not banging. Maybe they're maybe that the two of them are just banging Jean Grey and it's like a reverse, like they're the concubines, you know, like a reverse Mormon type thing where it's like she's the head and the two of them are like her like little fuck pals or something.
Yeah, but they showed a picture of like Wolverine with his arms around both of them, and he's got like a 6-pack in his hands.
Yeah. I love this fucking world we're living in. This is wonderful. Zaid Comics, everybody. Zaid Comics,
Dude.
creators of
Zaid, what's
Magic
up?
Cop are in here. We got
Magic Cop's the shit.
we got some serious fucking awesome Comicsgate representation in the chat tonight. That's awesome. I really appreciate it.
Dude, we have our comics, bro. We have,
That's
We
why I'm
always have
rereading
Chris
fucking
Claremont.
Sleeper.
That's what I'm saying. We could just reread the old shit and
Reread the
ignore
old
this
shit.
stuff, man.
You know, we leave you with this. Kyle leaves me with an okay boomer. And I'm like 3 generations removed from that shit.
Right? I'm a Gen X, and what are you? You're like
I'm supposed
Gen
to be
Y?
a fucking millennial. I think that like millennials supposedly now start in 79. They keep pushing millennials back further and further, but that's complete horseshit.
Yeah.
I do not identify, nor does anyone in my generation identify with anything millennial related.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I remember what the world was like before social media, so that should count for something. Anyways, thank you everybody for staying with us. The fucking chat went from being a tiny little 6-person chat and blew up to all 20 of you motherfuckers that are with us right now, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I think that's fucking awesome. Let's try and keep this thing. Yeah, triggered. That's right. You goddamn right. I'm triggered. I went to a whole fucking triggered thing. Get Magic Cop. There's no guy on guy action, but Beach Babes moves magic and fast cars. Oh my god. Well, hey, listen, that's awesome. Miami Vice with magic and shit. That's cool. Yes, hit the goddamn like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. I'm pretty sure everybody in the chat is subscribed. Go check out my my Hulk statue review and just give it a like. Don't even watch the stupid thing. You can watch it, whatever.
All right, hold on. Amazon. Lay a fart.
All right, Clay. All right, I'm trying to sign off. I get it. I can't just come running upstairs.
Would you like to rate for hour?
All right.
Holy shit!
What?
that person needs to go to the hospital after that fart. Holy shit!
All right.
Yelling at Grayson?
Yeah, I was yelling at Grayson. Whatever.
Shut up!
I love the kid to death, man. Once he's 13, he'll be doing this shit. I'll be like, Baz, I'm taking off for the night. Take over. What is
in the cradle and the silver spoon?
What's coming up soon for Red Cup review? I don't know. I don't have any reviews on the docket. I'm probably going to do a video based on the sideshow. What is that? The Kier statue and the Aglavale bust that I won. I'll probably just do a general statue showing both of them off and talking about Court of the Dead, just for lack of me not having anything else to talk about during a review or something like that. Well, some guys like to show off their collection. My shit ain't fucking worthy of showing off just yet. Next week, same bat time, same bat channel most of the time. Oh, yeah, they're calling us Zennials now. There you go. 79 to 82 are Zennials. So that's like like Generation X and Millennials. They're calling us Zennials now. Or did fucking Rob Liefeld come up with that name?
Astonishing Zennials.
So I don't know, man. I don't have nothing else fucking cool for you guys. Join the goddamn Red Cup Review, the Rebellion, so I can show you the weekly updates of shit that's going on. All right, that's all I'm going to say about that. Have a nice weekend, and we'll see you guys next week. Baz, anything else? You ain't got anything else. Fuck you. You're gonna lay another Surrey. Surrey, take a shit.
Wolverine and Cyclops.
All right.
Wolverine and Cyclops love each other.
I'll talk to you guys later. Take care, everybody. See you soon. Adios. Shut this shit off. Fucking.